Imagine experiencing the artistry of traditional Japanese omakase, except every dish is 100% plant-based. Kusaki is one of the very few places in the US making this vision a reality. I'm Eunice, and I've partnered with Plant-Based Foods USA to share the story behind Kusaki and tell you more about the amazing 10-course vegan sushi experience they offer. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Pearl Steffi, and I'm the head chef and co-owner of Kusaki restaurant. So we started Kusaki 3 years ago with the mission to promote a healthy and compassionate lifestyle. We are specialized in our omakase. Omakase means you trust the chef, and I used to work as a traditional sushi chef before switching to plant-based cooking. I realized how plant-based cooking is so much fun and makes me more creative in the kitchen. But I want to show people that you can have excitement, artistry, and all those wow moments without using fish or any animal products. I like using plant-based food because the texture and flavors are amazing. It reminds me and our customers the sushi that they're used to. The ingredients are clean, and they use konjac root and tapioca starch as their main ingredient. It's like hugging someone that's familiar, but with a modern twist. At the end of the day, I want people to come here, sit at the bar, and just enjoy the ride. They can walk away and say, whoa, that was vegan. And I think that's the best compliment I can get.
Kusaki also uses surprising plant-based foods such as watermelon and bell pepper for their nigiri, and uses traditional sushi rice methods such as seasoning the rice in a hangiri for the perfect texture and flavor to prepare what's offered on their omakase menu, but also for the rolls they offer. But now it's time to hear Chef Pearl describe the omakase menu.
So here are the dishes that's included on our omakase experience. So let's start with our first course, which is our popular avocado crispy rice, which is so sushi rice that we bread in panko, and then we deep fried them. On top of that, it comes with their smashed avocado that we mix with their yuzu kosho and a little bit of ponzu sauce. And then we have right here for our second course our tuna sashimi, which is from plant-based food. It comes with their homemade tomato infused oil, our house ponzu sauce with some burnt oranges on the top, a little bit of seaweed caviar, some togarashi for a little bit of spice, and smoked sea salt. And then the next one will be our cold silken tofu, which is, it comes with our crispy garlic sauce that's mixed with sesame oil and yuzu juice. And then let's move on to our vegetable nigiri. We have here our seared miso eggplant. We're imitating the unagi or eel using the eggplant, and it comes with our miso glaze, a little bit of our ponzu and sweet soy glaze, and then we just finish it off with some roasted sesame seed. And then the next one will be our seared bell pepper. Comes with our crunchy garlic aioli, a slice of jalapeno. Then we hit it with a torch, and then we just finish it off with some sweet soy glaze. And then the last one will be our enoki squid. For this one, we're emulating the calamari using the enoki mushrooms, and we deep fry them in tempura batter with some seaweed caviar that's from Plant-Based Food USA as well, with our spicy mayo, some ponzu, and sweet soy glaze. Our next course, we have here our deconstructed hand roll. So this one is like a sushi taco style. So our nori, we deep fried it in tempura batter with our sushi rice and some slices of cucumbers and avocado, and our spicy crab. And we have a deep fried lotus root, a yuzu kosho aioli, and just a little bit of sweet soy glaze on the top. Let's move on to our fish nigiri selection. We have here our salmon from Plant-Based Food, and it comes with our yuzu kosho aioli. Then we hit it with a torch to have that smoky flavor with a little bit of ponzu sauce and just a hint of black truffle zest. Then we have fried shiso leaf with a spicy tuna, and this one we mix it with some sriracha and a little bit of sesame oil. We have sweet soy glaze, spicy mayo, and roasted sesame seed on the top. And the last one will be the seared tuna. We have our pickled wasabi, some ponzu, and crispy onions on the top. Right, so let's move on to our homemade wontons. which is filled with maitake mushrooms and some napa cabbage. And it comes with their homemade sesame chili garlic oil, so it has a little hint of spiciness in it, with some seared bok choy and furikake on the top. This one is Chef Pablo's creation.
Our version of Omakase ceviche.
So this one is from plant-based food as well. So it's a mix of their salmon and tuna fish. The last one is our Wagyu steak. This one is made from soy and wheat. And we have our homemade Japanese risotto. It comes with some maitake mushrooms, celery, and then just a hint of sake and miso paste. Then we just finish it off with our ponzu gravy and some fresh microgreens on the top. And that's it. I hope you enjoy your omakase experience with us.
Okay, so the time has finally arrived for me to eat. I've been eyeing all this food being made this whole time, and I've been drooling, excited to eat this. For the sake of this video, all these beautiful dishes, all 10 courses are in front of me. However, a traditional omakase experience, you're giving one dish at a time, and they explain to you the dish each time you get it. But I'm having the privilege of trying them all because I needed to film them. So we're gonna start with the crispy rice, because you can never go wrong with crispy rice. Let's go. If you've never had crispy rice, this is your sign that you need to try it, because the texture is a mixture of crispy on the outside, but on the inside you still have that delicious chew. The flavor of the sushi vinegar is there, so you have these little punches of citrus because of the way they garnish it and everything. The avocado, this is so good. Really good way to start. So the next course I'm really excited about is tuna sashimi with a plant-based caviar. These are all products by Plant-Based Foods, which is the sponsor of this video, so I want to thank Plant-Based Foods for making this experience happen. The reason this is so cool to talk about is because if you can see, the texture looks very similar to real fish, right? So what I like about these kind of products are, even if you are not vegetarian, vegan, whatever, but you're curious about going plant-based, but you don't want to give up the foods you like because you like the textures, you like the flavors, this is Exhibit A, that you can still enjoy all the food that you love eating, but with different ingredients, right? So let me try this. Honestly, this probably tastes even better because it's marinating in the sauce for like an hour since I've been filming. So it's really absorbed the flavors so well. There's a common misconception that pollution and plastic are actually the main drivers in affecting our marine ecosystem, when really what's causing it is commercial fishing. You're like, Eunice, again, I don't want to stop eating my favorite foods. This is my sign that you don't have to, and that's why companies like Plant-Based Foods is really passionate about creating products that really mimic those proteins that everybody loves eating, but with plant-based ingredients, because they want you to be able to contribute and help the environment without having to give up your favorite foods, right? So I love that. This is such a great way to just kind of immerse yourself into the plant-based world, right? And just live more compassionately. I love the caviar on this. I've never had real caviar. I imagine, I don't know if I would have liked it, but plant-based caviar, I'm all for it. All right, course number 3. It is a soft tofu in this amazing, beautiful sauce with ponzu and sesame oil and yuzu and say less. What I love about this omakase experience is they play with different kinds of ingredients. As you can see, they've played around with mushrooms, red bell peppers, soft tofu. They get to play around with so many different things. Just like a traditional sushi chef would play with different fish, here they play with different plant protein or just different plant-based foods. And it is just creativity and explosion in your mouth. It's so good. You won't miss out on anything. All right, course number 4. We are starting with the enoki mushroom calamari wrapped in this delicious sushi rice. We got the nigiri series here. Listen, I love enoki mushrooms, but when you fry them, you're just taking them to a whole new level. They're just so good. And I love what Chef Pearl said, that when she became plant-based, she felt like it was way more fun to cook because of you could be so creative. That's exactly what I felt when I went plant-based, and I just remember having so much fun with mushrooms because they have that meaty texture, but you don't have to eat meat. And here we have roasted red bell pepper and yellow bell pepper to mimic, again, fish and nigiri. The sweetness of the bell peppers with that touch of the torch and just the char of it gives it such a good flavor. And the texture, once you roast it, it does make it more tender, right? Which closely resembles that of fish. It's not gonna be identical, but because it's softer, it gets closer to that fish texture. And eggplant also is another nature's meaty alternative, right? Even if you didn't like eggplant, you'd like this. Eggplant nigiri was one of Chef Pablo's favorites. That's what he told me. You know, if it's a chef's favorite, you gotta try it. All right, putting the chopsticks down for this one because this is the plant-based snow crab and fried nori. This looks so good. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I feel like I should tempura fry my seaweed all the time now. This is what omakase meets tacos looks like. All right, I'm on course number 6. For those of you who didn't think I'd make it past the halfway mark, this is me telling you, suckers. I'll get to the finish line, don't you worry. All right, so this is the salmon nigiri and the tuna nigiri with plant-based foods. This is not my first time having Kusaki's omakase experience, I'll be honest. I love it here. I've talked about this place so much because I used to love omakase before I was vegan, vegetarian. It was one of my favorite experiences. So when I discovered Kusaki and tried it for the first time, I remember being blown away because I was like, this is exactly what I remember, like in terms of an experience. It's the closest so far that I've gotten to a traditional omakase experience. And it helps when you have products that mimic traditional fish, right? In presentations of the way you used to remember, right? And they do such a good job of the presentation here. It is amazing. Everything's delicious in its own unique way. Trust me when I say, if you are not plant-based and you are curious about it, this is a good place to start. All right, course number 7, wontons. The sauces they prepare for everything are so good. I've been filming, right? So some of these dishes are cold, like this one, but it still tastes good. So imagine you eating it hot. It's gonna be delicious. Course number 8, Pablo's invention of ceviche using plant-based foods, tuna sashimi, but on rice paper instead of chips. The freshness of this is delicious. If you used to be a ceviche fan, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. It's the colors in here, the bell peppers, the avocado, the onion. Oh yeah, this is good. Everything here is so balanced. It looks like a lot, but honestly, it's well coursed out. The portions are great. You'll definitely feel like you got your deal here, right? It's so good. All right, I made it to the 10th course before dessert. Let's not go crazy. You know I always end with dessert. The Wagyu steak made out of a plant protein. OMG. The layers on this are incredible. Wow. This brand is by far one of the most impressive vegan steaks that I've had yet. I love that they put it on top of a risotto. When they were making it back there, it was so cool to see how they use oat milk and vegan butter to replace cream, right? So I think that's what's more fun when you're making plant-based food, is seeing how you can be creative in substituting those traditional ingredients. So I've officially completed my 10th course of this 10-course omakase. For anybody who doubted me, how dare you?
Round of applause.
Yay! You deserve a round of applause. This is me paying respect to how much I loved it.
It was a teamwork.
Everything is delicious. There's nothing I don't like. The standouts were that I was really surprised by this. This is so good. The hand roll is so good. But again, I loved how you use so many different ingredients in the plant-based world, right? Whether it's vegan food products like by plant-based foods, or soft tofu, or enoki mushrooms, or like roasted red peppers. There's just so many fun ways to play with plant-based ingredients. And you really don't feel like you're missing out on anything.
Plants are endless and they surprise me all the time. Like
Yeah.
how much, you know, you can do with plants. It's actually really beautiful.
It is, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you
So
again.
you ready for your dessert?
100% yes, always. There's always room for dessert.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
So we've made it to the most important course in my opinion. Dessert is always the best way to end the night. We have an in-house made pumpkin pie, because it's fall right now, with a house-made pumpkin ice cream, all gluten-free. All right, say less. Oh my gosh, I gotta try this. This looks incredible. Listen, come for the omakase and stay for dessert. Whatever she makes, it's amazing. This pumpkin ice cream is to die for. Wow. You need to come and have this omakase experience. If you've never had this experience because you never had it before you were vegan, or maybe you do enjoy it, but you're curious now, you're like, can a vegan omakase experience be just as good as traditional? Give it a try. You can find all sorts of different ingredients. Plant-based foods has konjac root, which is a soluble fiber starchy root, and it often mimics the texture of fish in particular because of this gelatinous structure, which is very cool. Clean ingredients, you will not be disappointed. So I thank Plant-Based Foods again for making this experience happen. If you're in the Los Angeles area and you want to have an omakase experience, this is one that you definitely have to try, even if you're not vegan, but you're curious about it. For those who are sold on this plant-based foods product and are curious to know where to get it, they sell B2B and B2C, and I'm gonna leave links below of where you can find it. So if you're just a customer and you want to purchase an item, you can. If you're a business who wants to purchase for the restaurant, you can as well. I'll leave that information below. So if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Tell me what restaurant you want to see next, or what type of cuisine, or tell me what sushi you would want to try the most from this omakase experience. And I'll catch you next time on Rated V. Bye.